Hey guys, Short Midget here. So I'm going to be doing a review and I guess unboxing on this PDW 9mm SBR Shorty is what this one's called. These are pretty cool guns. They're 9mm based off of like a 9mm AR. The difference between these and most, like the ARP9, is these use an MP5 magazine instead of a Glock style or their own proprietary one, like the ARP. This gun's quite a bit cheaper as well. Well, there's nothing in there. Here's the gun itself, though. This is the gray version, and if you're wondering, this is all plastic. So this is going to be more of a budget gun. These retail for about $160, which is pretty decent, actually, for the price point. You're getting pretty good internals. The externals are okay as well, but I'll go over all that stuff. Start from the back and go to the front on this one. It's got an adjustable stock on here. It's a PDW style. It can go in pretty far. Most people are going to have it out at further positions like this. This is probably, like, for me, kind of a shorter person, somebody that likes to have my face closer to the front of the gun. As far as battery storage on this thing, in order to get the stock off, pull it all the way out, and there's a little button here, and then you can pull it completely off. There will be a battery cover, which is in my pocket right here. So there is a battery cover, a door for it. But since the door can come off, and this shroud kind of protects a battery from falling out, you could probably fit a 1300 25 to 50C in here, a Nanotech. They make 25 to 50 1300s, and they're pretty long. But you could fit one of those in there and still be at about the position I was at on the stock. So the battery storage is actually pretty decent. Right now we just have a 1000 milliamp 11-1 that's only about half charge. So moving up further again, this is the gray version. So it's got a gray plastic body. It does not have an ambi selector switch. It's just on this side. Magazine catch is right where a normal M4 one would be. It is extended so you can hit it better with your pointer finger. Also, it has an MP5 style paddle release down here that you can use to release the mag. So that's also a nice feature. I like that. Dust cover, charging handle just like an M4. It has a straight trigger in here, which feels plastic and looks plastic. Probably is plastic, but it's unique. It's something different. The grip on here is one of these that you can replace the back straps on here. Moving forward, it has a set of plastic sights. They're Troy replicas. Throw a monolithic rail on the top and then a quad rail on the front, but it is plastic, so it's not adding any weight at all, being a quad style. In fact, this gun is very light. It is a super loud amplifier. I didn't think this was going to be loud. I got it plugged in. See how loud that is? Thing's crazy. Trigger response and rate of fire is pretty happy with the performance on the gun overall. It does have a quick change spring system. It does have 8mm bearings, and it has King Arms MOSFET. It is a basic MOSFET. It's comparable to like maybe the Crytax, but the way it's designed, it's more like a Hulk FET or even like a Nuke FET, one of those styles. I imagine it still has King Arms plastic piston, but I could be wrong. Maybe they updated it. Magazines, the King Arms MP5 mid-caps are amazing. They hold about 100 rounds. I have a bunch of these for my MP5, my HPA MP5. I shoot 30 rounds a second with .25s on that gun, and they feed flawlessly. I actually used to shoot 35 rounds a second with 2.5s, and it fed flawlessly, but I lowered it in my MP5 to 30, just a little bit slower, but it feeds at 30 or 35. So pretty incredible for a $9 magazine. I believe these are coming out like $330 with .2s out of the box. $330 to $350 for indoor, which makes sense. But again, it does have quick change spring system. I'm pretty sure you can get to that by just taking the stock off. I don't think you have to pull the gearbox out of the lower, which is pretty cool, but don't quote me on that. But it does have a quick change spring guide, for sure. I know that. Alright, so I know you're not going to be able to see the chrono because it's so bright, but I do have it hopped up with 2.5s. Got it set for 2.5s, 380, Okay, so this thing is well over 400 FPS. 369, 375, 379, 379, 379, 381, 382, 382, 377. These are with 2.5s. That is 1.66 joules with .25s. So this thing, I was way off. This thing is shooting about 420 with .2s. Yeah, you can tell this is a heavy spring. That's a really high FPS though. Pretty good trigger response. I would definitely recommend lowering the spring out of the box. If you get this gun, I don't know, get like a ZCI M115 and the trigger response will be better, the rate of fire will also be higher, and you'll be seeing like 370 with a ZCI M115. So pretty good numbers there for like outdoor. If you wanted to do exactly 400, you know, and 420 is too hot for your field, you could just do a ZCI 120 and get about 400. Let's try some full auto. 19 rounds a second, and that was with a pretty small battery too. That's pretty impressive. You can tell the piston is almost all the way forward. It's about cycle completion because there's such a freaking heavy spring in here, man. But range-wise, I'm going to say 200 feet on this thing. Pretty consistently, even with this tiny of a barrel, it's shooting 200 feet. I think it's because of that FPS. It's got a lot of energy, a lot of air pushing that BB really far. Just dump the mag. Yeah, pretty impressive. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Thank you for watching. Just wanted to get a short video out. Product review. This gun is completely stock. So if this is generally what you're going to get if you buy one, at least in the US, as it looks. So I'll see you on the next video.